right, I got 2 questions for you here, and I want you to leave your answers in the comments. Which one of these 5 mega famous love songs is your favorite? And what do you call your girlfriend or your boyfriend? Is it like schmoopy or sweetie pie or cutie? Whatever it is, you're gonna love these things, and they're really easy to play. I've got them lined up with only 4 chords: G major, E minor, C major, and D major. All of them are gonna use only those 4 chords, even if they were in a different key. For example, With or Without You by U2 was in D major, but by using a capo, you play it in G major way up here. It sounds really cool and allows you to hit that last little riff, which I'll show you too. And people will be like, oh my gosh, he's got this little magic tool that he puts on his guitar, and they'll think you're better than you are. All right, I'm just gonna get right to it and let's go. So I'll count them down from 5 to 1. In a regular G major with no capo, it's Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. It goes like this. So sweet right here. So G major to D major, but if you put your thumb on the low E string on that 2nd fret, sounds great. Then a C major, D major, G, D, C, D, and it goes to a C major, D major, G, to E minor. So it goes from G to E minor, but that walk down is really easy. You hit a G major, hit the low to high notes like that, and then put this finger on that 2nd fret of the low E string right there. And you can do a little strumming, don't overemphasize those notes, to an E minor. You could also do G, D major with that thumb right here, and then to an E minor. So it goes to E minor, C, my darling, you will look wonderful, D major tonight. All right, what a beautiful song. And I just want to say you look wonderful tonight or today, whatever day you're watching it. For the next one, we're going to grab a capo, but I'm not going to put it on yet. It's With or Without You by U2, like I showed you at the beginning. Normally it's in D major. You can play it down there if you want to, but again, because for this video, I'm showing you how to do them with just 4 simple chords. We're going to put the capo on that 7th fret and do what we did at the beginning. So you strum a G major way up here on the 7th fret capo and go G, D major, E minor, C major, G major. You get that downstroke rhythm to really drive it. Then E minor. You saw you can play it with 2 fingers. I just lay this finger right in the middle of the A and the D strings. And even if you don't hit one of them, you probably get it right. C major. And that's it. Those same 4 chords over and over again the whole way through. Now, with or without you, G, with or without, E minor, C major. And you saw me at the beginning of the video right here. If you put your pinky on the 10th fret of the high E string while playing that C major, so you're playing a C major, but add that pinky, go like this. Isn't that sweet? So that's the 8th fret of the B string, because you're in that C major shape, and then the 10th fret of the high E string, and go. Just sort of hit those a little bit like that, just those 2 strings. You can hit the open G string if you want to a little bit. And then remove this finger to hit the open B string, and when you do, get back into the G major. That thing is a piece of cake, isn't it? Very beautiful. And if you want to play it with the D major version, you replace your G chord with a D major, you replace the A major with a D major, you replace the E minor with a B minor, and you replace the C major with now I'm getting confused, a G major. All right, I got it right there. All right, next one is a classic, normally in C major. It's Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers, but again, because we want to play it in G, we'll put a capo on the 5th fret and play that G major right here. So it goes. minor, C major, D major, and back to G. The same 4 chords I've been doing. And if you get this driving rhythm, hear that? I'm going 1, 2, 3, and a big hit on the high notes right there, all downstrokes, 1, 2, 3, but keep it going. E minor, C, D, I hungered for your touch, or time can do so much. E minor, are you still mine? D major, I need your love. G, D, goes to a D that time. E minor, I need your love. Now, technically, it goes to a B minor, but because I promised 4 chords, you don't really need to right there. You can just sort of hit a D major, and you'll get away with it. People will be like, yep, he's still rocking the song. Godspeed, your love, C major, D to me. What a classic song. Man, I can't believe those guys, their voices were incredible at that time. All right, let's move on to number 2 and put a capo on the 2nd fret for Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. She plays it with a capo on the 2nd fret. If you want to do the Luke Combs version, which just came out, semi-recently, put your capo on the 1st fret and you'll sound like him. It's in G, but the first chord is a C. So you see right there, you can do easygoing strumming, or you can hit those notes, which I'll show you a few of those in just a second. But the main chords are C, G, E minor, D in that order. E minor, D, and you can see right there when I did the C, leave the B string open for a second, right there, and hammer it on to the 3rd fret and back off, all in one pick. Ready? You can see my right hand. I'm just strumming the C major without that B string, or with the B string open, and hammering it on over and over again like that. And then right here to a G major, and if you can emphasize that 5th fret of the B string, sounds a little bit more like the record. E minor, D. Now let me show you the notes to sound really great. Same thing. That's the 5th fret of the B string. So a G major with the 5th fret of the B string, but try to not hit that high E string, and then go like this. That's an E minor with that 5th fret of the E string this time, like that. To a regular D major, does it again. Again, emphasizing that 5th fret of the B string. And this time, you go from the 5th of the high E string, just strum out that whole E minor with the 5th of the high E string, and then slide that up to the 7th fret and back into a D major. So C, G, E minor, it's got like 3 verses, and it goes, I remember when we were driving, C, G, E minor, some, momentum right there, some anticipation, and it goes, I had a feeling that I belong. C, E minor, D major, C, E minor, had a feeling I could be someone. That's D major, be someone, C, D, and back in. Really beautiful, and Luke Combs' version did a great job of that. Normally covers aren't so good, but it was like right on. Again, 1 capo down for that one. All right, speaking of 1 capo down, we're gonna move our capo right there for one of the all-time classics, an 80s love song that if you listen to the lyrics, it's as much about like loving and romantic love for someone as it is sort of like stalker-ish kind of deal. What was Sting doing right there? It's Every Breath You Take. The first chord is a G, but of course it's got those super memorable notes from Andy Summers. They're harder than you think, but I'll show them to you in just a second anyway. So it goes G, E minor, E minor, C, D, I'll be watching you, E minor. to G major, but you saw along the way, I went from the E minor to a D major, and if you put your thumb on the 3rd fret of the low E string, it creates this nice little walk up to the G, like that. So, every single day, G, and you can get regular strumming if you want to, E minor, C, D, E minor. And then the little chorus goes, oh, can't you see? C major. Now, up to this point, we've done 4 chords, which I promised. And don't get mad at me in the comments, or you can if you want to. It technically goes to a B flat, you belong to me, G, how my poor heart aches with A. With every step you take D major and back into the G. So if you want to do it that way, you know, oh, can't you see? You go to a B flat. That's the 2nd fret of the A string and 4th of the D, G, B, and B strings, like that. You belong to me, G, how my poor heart, A major, with every step you take, D. But you can pull it off like this. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me, G, how my poor heart aches. C, with every step you take. You totally eliminated 2 of the harder chords if you didn't want to play them. And if everybody's singing, especially if they're drinking a little bit, they won't even know you didn't do it. And back into G. So those are the main parts. Now there is a bridge that has even more chords, but we're just going to leave that out because the main part is, I'll be watching you every step you take. Ooh, you know, all that. It's really great. Okay, I promised you the notes. A simple way to do it is like this. You take the first finger and put it on the G string on the 3rd fret and hit this on the 4th fret of the low E string. So you're playing a G major, but you're not even worrying about the A string. Try not to hit the A string. So you go like this. So you're hitting that 4th of the low E string and open D string and that 3rd of the G string. If I said that's open D and 3rd of the G, I'm not sure if I got this right. So go like this. So that's the E, D string, G string, back to the D, and then open B string, that's the G string, and D string. And if you palm mute, try to leave the B string ringing out. Doesn't that sound just like it? So super intricate. Then you go to your E minor, but you can play a pinky on the 5th fret of the D string like this and go like this. It looks hard and it's not that easy. That's the 3rd fret of the A string, 5th of the D, and you're picking around those strings right there with the open G string. Then, you know, again, the real record goes bar chord from a C to a D where you're adding your pinky, but that's even harder. So let's try a C major. Just play a regular C major, but put your pinky on the 4th fret of that B string right there and go back to a regular C major, and then a D major, except you remove this finger off the D major and play the open E string like that, and then emphasize that 4th fret of the B string. So back to the G. Okay, put that in slow-mo, pause, rewind, whatever you need to do to get those notes down. If you can do those, then you've just gone from, like, you know, beginner to intermediate to advanced, because a lot of people think that thing is pretty easy and then they try to play it and they're like, I can't do it. It's deceptively hard by Andy Summers and the Police, but that's what made it so great. All right, even though that one had a few extra chords, don't be mad at me. You should be thanking me because these are such great songs, and hopefully you learned a little bit. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I appreciate you being here. I'll catch you around the channel. See ya.